Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So I don't actually have a tutorial for you today. I've been really ill recently. I know I say I'm ill a lot, and I genuinely am. Just something came up really quickly and it just really knocked the life out of me, so I haven't had any time to record. I've been mostly in bed and sleeping. But I have been doing some work on building, and this is mostly in the continuation of building Star Wars stuff, and also I've done a complete sort of reorganization of, well actually no, not a complete reorganization. I've done half of the vehicles in this world. I've reorganized them. So I've done the Rebels and the Empire. Now one thing you'll notice here is I've actually combined the First Order and Empire together. So the ATM-6 is in the Empire lineup now, as well as the you can't quite see them from here, but the new TIE Fighter and the Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer, those are in the Empire lineup now. That's just to kind of condense this world a bit, because I'd find myself sort of flying from one end of the map to the other, and it'd take about 2 minutes, so it was quite difficult. So yeah, I just sorted that out. And the X-Wing is just mixed in with there. So yeah. I haven't done it yet for the Republic and Separatist things. There's just quite a lot of different stuff here, and I have to move everything forward, probably by quite a bit, just to give space for bigger vehicles like this one and the MTT and stuff like that. So yeah, I also want to show off some new builds here that we have and some progress. So I've done a bit more progress on the ATM-6, as you can see. It's kind of got those like I guess they're kind of like shoulder pads now. Those are just floating in the air at the minute because I don't have anything to connect them to. I'm still trying to find a good angle for the actual geometry of the middle of the body, or the underside at least. There are not very many angles available for that, and it is really complicated under there, so yeah. So some of this is mostly guesswork, kind of giving it like a sort of curved kind of elbow shoulder joint thing. I don't know, it's one of the two. And you can also see that the lineup is sort of organised by, well, it starts off with walkers here and then goes to starfighters. Beforehand it was just loads of starfighters and a walker scattered in between them. Now we've got the walkers just lined up smallest to largest, and yeah, that's just way nicer to look at. And you can actually see the genuine scale between like the AT-AT and the AT-ACT. It's just really crazy. And yeah, for the Rebels it's kind of similar. So there's A-Wing used to be at the start of the lineup. Well, actually, there was a land speeder first. I'm not going to put that in the Rebel lineup, I don't think. I'm going to just put that in an extra area over there somewhere, along with maybe the Slave one, because it doesn't really belong to the Empire or any other factions, so yeah. I know Boba Fett was employed by the Empire, kind of like yeah, but he wasn't actually I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to put the Slave one over there with the land speeder and other things like the cloud car and stuff when I do that. So yeah, but yeah, we used to have the A-Wing starting off the lineup, and then the X-Wing, and then there was the B-Wing, I think, and then the Falcon, and then right over onto the left, away from everything else, was the U-Wing, and yeah, it was just kind of like that, and it was a mess. So now we've got the Snowspeeder, which is the smallest, to the A-Wing, to the X-Wings, to the Y-Wing, and you can see it just gets larger. The only one I didn't really include with that was the B-Wing, just because I kind of felt like it was more chronologically later, since it was mostly featured as kind of like a replacement for the Y-Wing in episode 6. So I kind of put that just there at the end, because it didn't feel right putting it like right next to the X-Wings. And then we just got the Falcon and the Ghost. Now for the Ghost, I'm probably going to not redo it, but sort of like a recolor, and probably do a few rebuilds here and there for this. It's not perfect yet, so yeah. We don't really have any new Republic stuff, which is a shame. I do really like the AT-AP. I think that's the name of it. That one is probably going to be a fun tutorial. It's not too big, and it looks really good. Anyway, we do have one new Separatist build, and you can see that from a mile off. That's Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. Now, I did this already in 1:1 scale, and I was dreading doing it in 2:1, but this thing just looks absolutely insane. This is going to be a really difficult, well, not difficult actually, time-consuming tutorial, but it is worth it. This thing is a lot bigger than you'd expect. I'm probably going to do sort of like, if you remember, I did a top 5 things I'd like to see in Minecraft Builder Edition. I'm probably going to do a similar video for Star Wars ships. Basically, because of how all these are perfect 2:1 scale, you can get a really good representation of how big Star Wars ships actually scale to each other. And even if this wasn't done in Minecraft, if these were just 3D models, you can definitely see that some ships are just way bigger than you'd expect them to be, like Darth Maul's ship and things like the Y-Wing, especially the Clone Wars Y-Wing. Let me turn my render up real quick actually so you can see this a bit better. Yeah, the Clone Wars Y-Wing, you can see it's longer than like the AT-TE, and it just looks huge, and it's way bigger than you'd expect it to be. So yeah. And like the AT-ACC, so I'll probably do a video sort of like top 5 or 10 Star Wars ships that are way bigger than you'd expect. Just thought that'd be a neat little idea. But yeah, this thing is just really good. Really, really good. It's based on the Battlefront 2 version of the ship. It's just so detailed, and the back view is absolutely awesome with those green engines. It just looks great. So yeah. But yeah, hopefully that's not going to be too time consuming, because it is a very thin body at the front. It's not anything like the Falcon or whatever, and the back section isn't too difficult. It's quite thin in most places. You've just got this big round ball in the middle. But that's sort of like, I guess, about 1.5 times the size of the homing spider droid body, so it's not too bad. So yeah. As for that though, I guess that's pretty much it. The only other things we have are some new shuttles. So we actually have all the way over here, if we fly quickly, try our best, we have new Lambda class shuttle and Sentinel class shuttle. So I can turn the render down now. So the Lambda one is the one from episode 6, the Sentinel is the one from episode 4. You can see it's missing its wings here, this because I haven't designed the wings for the landed version yet. Anyway, apart from that, we have the in-flight version, which is pretty cool. And that's got the full wings and everything. And then we've also got the Lambda class shuttle, which is pretty nice as well. But yeah, I'll go into those in more detail when I actually do the tutorials for them. And apart from that, that's pretty much it. I did finish the U-Wing. I don't know if I mentioned that. And that looks really good compared to the last one I did. So yeah. Anyway guys, that's going to basically do it. I just wanted to give you a quick update. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.